Hey, do you like... Or even... Well, do I have the plugin for you? This is Super Audio Kart 2, a vast library of instruments from close to 20 retro consoles, starting from the Atari 2600 all the way through to the GBA. Not only is this impressive in itself, but unlike things like sound fonts, these instruments were created from scratch, meaning no ripped samples, no legal grey area, 100% authentic and royalty-free. This is important because, you know, as they say, a royalty-free a day keeps the lawyers away or something. Someone probably said that, I'm not sure. The authenticity here is quite frankly second to none and really nails the original hardware sound, meaning theoretically you could cover a song from, say, Super Mario 64 and it would be indistinguishable to the original. So, you want to know what consoles are featured? I'm going to see if I can list them all in one breath, so we'll see how it goes. Here we go. Nintendo 64, PlayStation, Sample Cell 2, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo Entertainment System, Sega Genesis, Commodore... Okay, we go again. Nintendo 64, PlayStation, Sample Cell 2, Game Boy Advance, Nintendo Entertainment System, Sega Genesis, Commodore 64, Super Nintendo Entertainment System, Game Boy, AdLib, SynthCard, Amiga 500, Sega Master System, Aegis Sonics, Atari ST, Pokey, Ultimate Soundtracker, Wingroove, ASCII MSX, and Famicom. Just like that. Thank you very much. So, with all that being said, should we have a look? Should we go and have a little poke around on the plugin? Yeah, I think we should. Let's go and do that. So, right here we have an instance of Super Audio Kart 2 loaded up. I'm not going to go crazy in depth with everything, as Impact Soundworks have that covered on their channel. So what I'll do instead is just go over the main features which for me are the most important and standout parts of the instrument. First off, I want to mention the fact that Super Audio Kart 2 is a Kontakt library, not a standalone plugin. Fortunately though, it works with the Kontakt Player, which is the free version of Kontakt, so no extra money needs to be spent. Big green flag. Secondly, as you can see, there are 4 layers loaded in right now. We have layer A, B, C, and D. You can have up to 4 layers running concurrently with any preset of your choosing, so there's no limit in terms of the blend that you can create there. Here's an example of 1 layer. And now here's an example of merging all 4 layers. Next up, and this is worthy of note, is the browser. UI is extremely important when it comes to navigating a library, especially one of this size, and I reckon they nailed it. It's extremely easy to navigate. I never felt lost or confused, and I was able to find exactly what I was looking for as quickly as possible. A few more notable features that you see right off the rip is the randomize functions. Now this allows you to generate random presets for each layer that you choose, which if you're looking for inspiration is a must-have. Here's an example. Over on the Effects tab, you'll see that each layer has 8 possible effect lanes, meaning that you can do most of the post-effects heavy lifting within the instrument itself, saving your CPU in the process and meaning you're not lost in a sea of 20 extra plugins filling up your MIDI channel. You can add things like EQs, a transient designer, chorus, distortion. You got pretty much all the effects that you could need. Over on the Modulator tab, you are once again given even more control with the option to add tons of mods to each layer. Things like LFOs, key switch, pitch bend, it's all here. I really do appreciate how self-contained this all is. You also have access to 2 X and Y macro pads and the modulator matrix right here. Let's say we wanted to add a pitch modulator to layer A. It's as simple as clicking pitch bend, and then layer A, and then pitch, and then add to Modtricks. You'll see it pop up right here, but if you want to edit those values, you'll head over to the Matrix tab to find these controls. Over on the left-hand side, the Bank browser gives you access to browse through over 6,000 presets, which is mind-boggling and may seem quite overwhelming at first, but the uniform naming convention makes this a lot easier. You can also search for specific presets, so say you search something like N64. Here you can see all available N64 presets, and if you want to get even more specific, like say N64 strings, it'll list those too. In terms of usability, design, and overall functionality, this instrument passes with flying colors. I have basically nothing negative to say about it. The sounds are fantastic. The variety of presets is astonishing. There really is something for everyone. If you grew up playing any of the consoles featured here, the nostalgia will hit you real hard. I made a couple of sound bites from games from my childhood, notably Super Mario 64, but with my own little twist so no scary people come knocking on my door. And Final Fantasy VII, the Shinra theme, which I made from memory because I thought that would be a fun idea. Turns out it wasn't. So I doubt it sounds one-to-one, but, you know, hopefully it's close enough. Okay, so now that I've shown what this plugin has to offer, you know what time it is. It's time for the music portion of the video, that's right. I decided to create a track combining each of the consoles featured in a sort of staircase manner, roughly 6 seconds of song per console. And oh boy, let me tell you, hindsight is a wonderful thing because this took much longer than I expected, especially trying to get the sections to blend together and not have it sound weird. But I mean, it may even sound weird. I don't know. You be the judge of that. So here it is. Take it away. So that's that then. In terms of recommendation, if you're serious about writing retro video game inspired music, then it's pretty much the only tool you'll need. There are more budget-friendly alternatives out there, namely Soundfont Guy's Guy Engine, which receives regular expansions, and despite Impact Soundworks claiming they were the first to do PS1 and N64 inspired plugins, well, that first place medal will go to Soundfont Guy. Also, Plogue with their ChipSynth line offering console-specific plugins, which I've talked about in a previous video, which you can check out here. But if you are looking for something that has pretty much every retro console out of the box, look no further. As always, you can find a link for Super Audio Kart 2 in the description, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.